creative friends, this is Shreya and thank you so much for being here. So this is one of my 100-day project portraits and I absolutely do not like it. Like, there are parts of it that I do like, but for the most part, I'm just not feeling it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cover up most of it, but I'm still going to try to retain certain aspects of it that I do like I like the background. I do like some of these like violet colors here, but for the most part, I'm really not digging what's going on. So I don't know how to start, and when I don't know how to start covering stuff up, I usually go for the face because that's like the most kind of obvious thing to do when I just wholesale don't like something. Now I am gonna try to keep, like, I'm gonna bring this up closer, like that's like tea bag texture over there, and I did put some of my handmade collage, but it's looking very out of place there. I don't like it at all. Like, I like the piece of collage, it just doesn't fit there. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but I guess at the time I did think it was a good idea, and it's okay because, you know, that's how we learn. And the 100-day project is basically for me to learn, to strengthen my values and to learn. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cover it up with a tea bag. And I think that one of the things is that the collage pieces, that like this over here, that color is not repeated anywhere else, and it just looks very out of place. So there's nothing wrong with the piece itself, it's just it doesn't fit in here, and I don't know why I put it in here, but anyways, but it's bothering me. So I am going to cover up the face. So I'm going to start with the eyes here. Now, some people don't like to cover up their stuff, and I completely understand. But for me personally, like, I just have no qualms about it for the most part. Well, sometimes, like, you know, if there's like a really beautiful pattern or a color field or something, I do kind of go, oh, I wish I didn't have to cover that up. But I just look at it like, you know, it's okay. Whatever is meant to come out is gonna come out. So that's how I kind of like deal with that. And I'm gonna try to see if I want to add more. I don't want to get too crazy with all different kinds of collage, because these portraits, I set the intention for it to be kind of a neutralized palette. So I think I'm just gonna kind of stick with my tea bags and my dictionary pages as collage. And let me see here. Gonna drag that into what's gonna be the hair, and it's all wet, but that's okay. You know, if I put my ink or even watered down acrylic paints all over top of this Mod Podge, it doesn't hurt it at all. Just don't use a glue gun, a hot glue gun, you guys. I'm sorry, not a hot glue gun, like your heating tool on the Mod Podge, because it's glue and it will turn into a big mess. So I'm just kind of building up the face here, and see, I want to try to retain like some of these little violet pieces here, so hopefully I'm able to do that. And I am being a little heavy-handed with the ink, you guys. And I probably should water it down a little bit, but it's okay. And I'm just kind of like building that up a little bit. And I think I want to bring in some blue inks here. And this is just some spare calligraphy ink that I had. So just use whatever you have, you guys. Like when you're, well, my adage is, you know, when you're making art, just use whatever you have. It's nice to have everything, but, you know, that can also be kind of limiting because now you have just too much stuff. So just use whatever you have. And I'm going to mop up some of this because I don't want it leaking into the face there. And the great thing about the Stabilo, you guys, is it goes into anything. So I can just kind of draw all over top of this. Okay, you guys, I am going to allow this to completely dry, but I'm really loving some of what's going on here. And we'll see how she turns out. Well, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.